Um, mm, Hi, Bill. One second. The wolf yet hunts, indeed. One second. I'm getting stuff figured out. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry. Ah, nothing wanting to work right today. There we go. Ono kana no ana kana ki. How have I been? I've been tired. That's how I've been. I have been in a state of perpetual exhaustion for a little while now, to put it lightly. That's been tough, I won't lie. I've had a rough few days. Work's kicking my butt, and I am severely missing my old job right now. It was comparatively a lot easier for me to handle, so. Oh no, no bueno. Yeah, we'll make do though. Just kind of one of those things that I'm gonna have to grin and bear. Well, we'll see. I have to make it, but oh, dude, it's tough. How do I even introduce this thing? It's a big gun. This is just a side project I picked up one day because I was bored and I really wanted to 3D model something, but I couldn't think of something to 3D model. So, pulling inspiration from a very close friend of mine and using one of her OCs as an inspiration, plus some slight Googling, I ended up making infantry-capable railgun. So, hey, Myth. Apart from playing my music playlist, apparently. It's definitely a city pop kind of night. We need some city pop after today. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, folks. I quite enjoy this city pop. The Japanese knew how to get down. It's peak. It is simply peak, chat. Hey, I hit a good number. Yes, that is a very good number. The Democrats don't want you to know this, but city pop is in fact the most superior of pop genres. It's better than anything we're putting out, honestly, folks, and I mean that. You know, America rocks, but the Japanese, they're beating us in pop music. I'm telling you, folks. We need to step up our game. Those Gundams died. They died like droids. Those Gundams, they died. They died like droids. You can't see it, but I'm even doing the hand motions right now. Like pathetic little droids. Clankers, even. You know, and it's not all clankers. Plenty of good clankers out there. Frankly, city pop is one of the greatest genre styles of music. And I've heard a lot of music, and it's just not as good. Not even close. It is my pleasure, and it is my privilege to introduce to you city pop. Americans, we've been lacking in pop music, quite frankly. You know, the stuff we're putting out, it's not good. But under me, we're gonna improve, right? We're gonna bring the city pop artists over to America. We're going to make greatest music, the greatest music. Quite frankly, I don't think you're ready for the music we're going to make. Oh yeah. Bust down on us. This is your favorite Calvinist. Hi, Crisis King. I don't know about favorite Calvinist. You know, they're being a little pushy. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. And no surprise, I'm still alive. And just like how Plastic Love got its official music more than 30 years after its release, yeah. Quite frankly, I've met a lot of Calvinists. Sorry, you've caught me at a very Trump point in my life. Of soulful gentlemen. Why do I feel like that's Brooks' name in One Piece as a musician? Joke's on you. My favorite Calvinist is R.C. Sprout. MacArthur. As in Douglas MacArthur, the World War II general? The one I hate? Oh, John MacArthur. Okay, who? We're about to have some beat if you said you liked, General MacArthur. I'm not saying I was gonna throw hands, but you would have heard some opinions, some spicy opinions. We've gotten spicy quick, I can promise you that. Don't get me started, Bill. You are tempting me right now. You want to meet the most redundant, overhyped piece of crap to ever serve in a modern military? It's just to start with Douglas MacArthur. Oh, hey, speaking of Plastic Love. Nope. I'm stronger than this. I'm better than this. You'd love him if you hated Marines in Korea. Mm. Don't. Oh yeah, no. We avoid modern day politics here. As I always say, you're here to watch. You watch me already. You don't need any more suffering. Oh, Jesus here. Douglas MacArthur is an overhyped piece of crap who took credit for things that he didn't even do, and honestly abandoned troops to their fates and ran away like the wimp he was, even though he said he was going to stay and help support the troops. He enforced ridiculous grooming standards when there was no need for for those standards to be enforced. Him and Patton were jerks like that. And overall, his entire MO was literally just to overhype himself. And then when things ended up falling conveniently the way he liked it, he took credit as some sort of tactical genius. Bro literally stumbled into victory. And I hate how much credit he gets for the Philippines. There's so many more commanders who did much better job. Honestly, if you want to look at a real here, Lieutenant General Jonathan M. Wainwright, I want to say. He commanded the fortresses of Corregidor during World War II, which is another very underrated battle. All Remedy, do you like Sonic, Mega Man, Halo, Marvel, DC, Gundam? What do you fancy? We like Sonic, Mega Man, Halo, Marvel, and DC, and Gundam. All, yes. But if you really want to get into my hyperfixations, Gundam is probably a big one. Halo's next after that. You should look up Jack Lee at the Battle of Oh yeah, no, I know the Battle of Castle Leader. Don't worry. Playing games. No, it's plastic love. The morning comes. I'm just playing games. I know it's plastic love. It's amazing. I finally got good writers again, and same with Marvel. Yeah, actually didn't care for Halo as much. I played with friends, but Marvel I found it a bit overrated. I like a lot of the books. I said hi, Cheese. Did I not? I'm sorry. I swear I said hi though. Maybe I'm just insane. I'm sorry, Cheese. Hi. I did see you. I swear I thought I said hi. My bad. I'm kind of out of it though, so I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to sound rude. I'm out of it, like bad right now, dude. Work's throwing me through a loop. I didn't mean to. I swear. that's a peak reference. Jeez. Good job. We're sending chairs at speeds that chairs were never meant to be able to achieve. That is an inside reference. That is an inside joke for like 3 people in this chat. Yeah, because like Monkey and Frog aren't here. Is Frog working right now? I bet she is. Cringe. Why can't you just like hang out with us all the time, 24/7? To quote Dark Knight, what is it? I don't have anything to hydrate with right now. So, Renee, didn't I make you mad? I did not. This is a remedy list real quick. Why? There we go. If you could do me a favor and refund the hydrate, that'd be nice. If she can out with us all the time, she wouldn't be earning money for a car, which she can come hang out with us. I think I'm passing away sick. That's not great. I bear not the sword for thee, my liege. Oh, now I do. Yes, but if one hero your only source of revenue with one other being kinda on and off, that's kinda not good. Or, hear me out, fam. What am I hearing out? You could go get something from which to hydrate with. No. I'm afraid you asked the impossible, sir. I'm about to get in a fight with Christ is King over the comics. Oh. Keep it civil, please. Spiky Bones. Yeah, so turns out she's Spiky Bones' job, not great job. Not fun. Spiky Bones' job is currently making Fenrir want to not be existence. And it is hard. And Fenrir is tired. Not like tired go to bed, but like tired. Why can't I just get paid to make cosplay stuff? Refunded reason. Fen has rabies. Yeah. Which has, I think, like a 99% fatality rate. So, like, surprise, it's graduation stream. You'll never see me again. Haha. I'm going to the Lord, baby. I'm going home. The image we've all seen of the character bawling its eyes out. I wish I could just do what Adam Savage does for. Yeah, me too. But no, we have to have jobs and responsibilities. Too bad the sword market isn't particularly sustainable. Apparently, there's actually a really big sword shop in my state that produces like a good chunk of them for like Renaissance and like other things. I don't know why I know that, but I do. Mm-hmm. Just a heads up though, actually genuinely, this is not gonna be a long stream. trying to get to bed at a reasonable time here because I did not sleep well last night, so. But we will definitely stream for a fairly good amount of time. I love a character named Paul, and everyone is loving that. Paul Blurt? I don't. Yeah, he was MJ's boyfriend for a while. People hated him. Ah. It's okay, Brochacho. Thank you, Cheese. I appreciate it. Get another job, they said. It'll be great, they said. Ugh. I gotta remember to be thankful. It's tough right now. There's a lot of things I wish I could be doing instead, but sorry, Fan. I just wanted to get us away from him. All good. Speedy Shade J. Welcome to the pack. Thank you very much for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay. Watch out for the rabbit cheese child in the corner. She does bite. Appreciate it. How's your day going? She lies as easily as she breathes. Got off work? Congratulations. Welcome back to the land of the generally intelligent. You know, Jerry's still out with this slot. I'm kidding. I love all of you. Why did you say I bite meanie? Because it was funny. It is full the vine, madame. I'm super smarticle. Well, I can't spell recommend, so she's way more likely to choke you out than bite you. This is true. Cheese is more likely to step into a formal wrestling ring and then absolutely slam you into the mat like Hulk beating Loki. then bite you. Same brain cell. Oh, 46709. Yes, yes. I spells good. I spell so good. Y'all don't even know. I'm not a him, teehee. Yeah, she's a woman. As surprising as that is. I want cake. Give me cake. No. Cake has been denied. I'm sorry. Christ is king, actually. I have some really bad news to break it to you. The cake budget has been expended. No more cake. Wyoming. Batman has contingency plans for everyone but Cheese. Cheese is a creature that you need to talk to in order to truly even get an inkling of understanding. In the best way, like, she is genuinely an awesome friend, and this is me, like, not joking, 110% serious right now. Genuinely, Cheese is an amazing, friend. And now back to joking, she is also, a strange woman. I'm sorry. That's why I wanted to do that little clarifying section. She's one of God's own prototypes. A unit unfit for mass production. At least I think science says that. This slander. Jeez, this is kind of what happens when you're friends with me. I'm just giving you, like, I know, a bit of a belated heads up, but yeah. I'll stop. If you want me to stop and retract everything, I will. I had to do it for the vine. You could tattle on me to frog too. That is fully within your capabilities. Well, you're a meanie head. I do not care, bro. Commit to the Raz. Being one of God's own prototypes is 100% a good thing. Yeah. What we were saying in the treehouse? Oh yes. Uh, Technically speaking, if you really think about it, we're all just a bunch of OCs. We're just a bunch of original characters. The original characters. Every single one of us. Probably one of the most cursed sentences I've ever uttered is, "I am my heavenly father's special little OC." Oh no, I just called cheese stinky. That's not a cursed sentence, man. It's a blessed one. Ah, it's kind of cursed. I'm not stinky. She's kind of stinky. In a good way. She's got a good funk about her. She's a good kind of funky. Right? Kind of like Earth, Wind, and Fire kind of funky. Bro, what does that even mean? You know what I mean. Oh, wait. Play that funky music, white boy. Yeah, they were dancing and singing and moving and grooving. I just when it hit me, somebody turned around, chat, play that. If we weren't absolutely enjoying some city pop right now, I'd totally play that song. I refused to play funky music. 270s for you? Just hates fun. That's what it is. Funnily enough, there is a video of my brother and I dancing to this song by a hockey game somewhere on inside. Did not know they were filming. Oh no, don't make me tell you what fun is. I love taking. Well, I guess I hate fun now. Fen has spoken. Ah. Yep. That's totally what I meant, and taking it as any other way is in fact factually wrong. Oh, did you guys see that Ascendancy with the Bookworm Season 2 is coming out finally? I'm so hyped. Fun is when it's fun is it's like it's kind of sort of what is fun? Let me spell it for you. F is for friends who do stuff together. I like Speedy. I like your funny ones. Alright, if you had to have someone buried in your tomb with you for Resurrection Day, what are your top 3 picks? Come on, chat. If you had to be buried with someone for Resurrection Day. Okay, well, that's kind of a cop-out, sir. You too. Okay. Who else? Oh my gosh, you guys. That's still no. I'm implying what sort of semi-popular, famous, and/or interesting person, besides someone of personal significance, would you want to be resurrected with on Resurrection Day? No, you completely ignored the prerequisites that I laid out. Christ is King. What's up? There we go. Thank you, Bill. What's up is good. I like that. I like that, Bill. Would it be bad if I was vindictive and said I want to be buried next to Charles Darwin so that I can point and laugh at him when we all come back? Buddy Holly. William Lane Craig would be interesting. Come on, cheese. Okay, I won't say Charles Darwin. Shoot. Hey, at least I didn't say my wife. She's Paul. Hey, that's good. That's good. Discard my non-existent wife, a Mormon, so I can gloat. Boss Rootin. Bodibak. Ooh, Bodibakim's a good one. Sir Isaac Newton. Eugene Stoner. Or Mikhail Kalashnikov. And John Adams. George Washington, another great pick. Pick a pope, then. Pick a pope, any pope. That's tough. Which one was the really short pope? The one, not short like in height, but the one who just didn't live long. Was that Pius the Third? I think that was Pius the Third. JP, I was 33 days. Oh. Hey, Grin. Been a minute and a half since I've seen you in a stream. How you doing, broski? Renai! Shout out that man. Not what I wanted to do. Thinky Twitch isn't notifying me when you're live. Well, I haven't been live for the past few days, so. There we go. Grant is one of my brothers from another mother's. Generally a really cool guy, though. Please go give him a follow, because he deserves the love and the support. Because he's a cool dude. I love him lots. As weird as that sounds. But we're biblically masculine here. We're not afraid to say that we love our brothers in Christ. Oh, shush. Nope. Nope. Get love, nerd. Get love, nerd. Get absolutely appreciated, yeah, Gretchen. Don't turn this wholesome moment into something weird, cheese. Dance. My bad. It's too late. You already made it weird. Thanks a lot, cheese. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I like cake. I love cake. What did you send me, cheese? I see that you messaged me. You've thrown off the Emperor's Groove. Yeah, it's groove time, guys. Why do you bully me? Why do you bully me? You started this. This is technically your fault, cheese. I was nothing but nice and kind to you, and you continually bullied me, so I'm just returning the favor. Cheese is really funny because she reminds me so much of one of my sisters, so that she's just kind of become one of, like, my sisters, both in Christ and also just kind of like a sister, so, like, there. You don't say not in a weird way, because then it makes it in a weird way. How on earth did I bully you? Oh, do you really want me to get into it? Because I will. Imagine saying you're bullying a Canadian in self-defense. No, it is completely an offensive sense as well. Like, I started it because she started it first, but I continue it because I'm vindictive. Drop the Google Doc, Fed. Do we need to talk about my nickname on Discord, or we can talk about all the times you called me weird, or All the times you hit me with the stupid chicken butt joke. Uh, all the times that you said I sounded odd or old. There's quite a few of those actually, including one time when you were in chat with me and Grin. Vengeance may belong to the Lord, but that doesn't mean I can't be his instrument. That is good, actually. I do pray for cheese. Like, unironically. I said if you don't like your nickname, you can change it. Nah, it's all cool. Nah, it just tells me how you really feel. Dude, I want pie. I want pie, too. Pie sounds banger right now. Grin, you want pie? I could go for some pie. I really want pie now. I think you're lazy. You're lazy and you don't deserve pie if you don't have the strength and mental fortitude to acquire yourself some pie. The duel. I'm gladly stand. I am currently scheduled for a sweet or savory, like a shepherd pie. I prefer my sweets. I like a good crisp caramel pie, caramel apple pie. As for duels, Renai and I currently have a duel that we need to settle over some bowling and Cane's chicken. I have cerebral palsy. I have an excuse. We, for anyone very confused as to what bowling and Cane's chicken have to do with a medieval duel, Renai and I started to get a little silly one day, and we ended up challenging each other to a duel in bowling, and the victor has to buy the loser thing of Cane's chicken. Only the most of serious of conducts happens between me and Renai. I will win a duel, a bowling match, against the dastardly knight Renai, and then celebrate with a great feast, raising canes. I engorge myself on sweet ale and rich turkey legs, Dr. Pepper, and chicken tendies. Yes, that is the exact message I sent. And I stand by that. I will defeat the dastardly knight and gorge myself on sweet ale and rich turkey legs. This sounds like a full season event in Dragon Ball Z. I see. Would be an adorable affair indeed. All I'm saying is I better not start seeing Polymarket pools for this duel. Christ, go get some pizza then, or some food. You sound hungry, sir. Go acquire yourself some sustenance. My response, for the record, sir, you impugn my character. Very well, I shall stand now and approach this duel with the gravity you insist. My reputation demands it. As a noble prince, I lay down this additional stake. Loser buys the winner's canes. Next time on Fenrir Firestar Tool. Bull for your life, Renai. Legit, just end up really good. Wait, I need to show you guys something. Will you order for me? I'm a poor little cripple that can't get out of bed. No. Nope. That is a black pit of abyss. But if a duel becomes more violent, I could provide training in various armaments should the need arise. Spear. I go with spear every single time. I love spears. Spears are great. Spears are fantastic. They have their faults, but they're so, like, nice that... So, Cheese, you want to address this? I'm putting you on blast. I've got the receipts now. Look at that. I've got the receipts. First piece of evidence on the Google Docky. She lies as easily as she breathes. She is. Oh, Mike died. I'll be completely honest with you guys. The only reason, one of the reasons I'm streaming today is just so I have footage to send to my editor. Speaking of Dynasty Warriors, I haven't seen anything new from it for a while. I think this is just proof that you've been bullying her even more, to be honest. You and Cheese are gonna have to settle this. It's some Super Battle Golf. She's good. She's been grinding out Super Battle Golf. She's gotten skilled. He's clip farming us? Yeah. Apparently, I'm the supervillain everyone is training to defeat. I am the final villain. Notice me, editor senpai. Exploitation of the crippled and mentally blank. I can't say that on Twitch. I know what you mean, but I can't say it on Twitch because Twitch gets really fidgety around that word. Twitch gets really fidgety around that word. Bezos is looking very close at us right now. I'm good until I send you 15 orbital strikes right after each other. I know. And I know how you mean it, so I'm not like angry or anything, but like Twitch doesn't understand the difference though. And gets very, very twitchy about that word. So just a heads up. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna head out before it causes a problem. Bye, friend. Thank you, Bill, for dropping by. I appreciate it, broski. You take care of yourself, and you have a wonderful rest of your week if I don't see you. Say it, friend, one time. As a little treat. See what happens. I want to. I think it's so dumb that we can't use that word, but... if if I'm going to be on this platform, I have to follow its rules. As annoying as some of those rules may be. Curse Father Firestar raising me with good morals. You too, and bye chat. Let me know how this conflict ends. And thus began the first great chat war of Fenrir Firestar's channel. Is this finally where I enter my foe era of just fighting chat? That's really funny if it is. I have brain damage the size of a golf ball on my left side. You have my permission or whatever you want to say it. See, that's bold of you to assume I don't already say it. And Grin sitting in chat like, yeah. Bro has the armored pants. It's never a war crime the first time. That's just true. The Canadians know all about that. Don't you, cheese? Bro drops it flagrantly. Desks, cans, gunpla, nothing is safe from the R word. For legal reasons, this is a joke. It's not a war crime if no one was alive to tell you that they did it. No, I wanted to. There we go. Low-key King David lore. I love that King Solomon was like, right, so I need you to go do this to prove to me that I could trust you. But to ensure that you just don't go murdering around Jewish people, I'm specifically going to ask for a part of the body that Jewish people cut off. Just so that you prove that it's like a bunch of just people, right? And then David's like, bet. Goes and does it, and then doubles the amount. Okay, I thought you were going to show this screenshot. I took your name. David, forever the overachiever. No one asked him to be the overachiever, but he did anyways. True. Unfortunately, David also took the mentality of double it and applied that to wives as well. Which is a big no-no. Yeah, and he did it via murder, too. Let's not forget that. More than double. Oh, yeah, that's right. David was an overachiever. A bit too much of an overachiever. Bro took the mentality of going above and beyond and applied it to everything in his life, including spousal relationships. And God was like, David? And David looked at God like, hi, boss. To be fair, most kings had more than 3 wives back in the day. Not that it makes it any better. Yeah, no. It's also just kind of funny to joke about. In a strange, dark way. God has Samuel roll up to the palace. What you got there, David? A smoothie. Yes, exactly. Same brain cell. Same brain cell. It keeps happening. It's because it's a good joke. Oh, ad break. Everyone brace. And if you don't like ads, feel free to contribute to my crippling addiction for Gunpla and Star Citizenships. Sign up today, and you too can help contribute to the Knights Christus Battlecruiser project. Yes. You're especially smart, Cheese. I was punished by the father for it, but something David never did was blame God. He always knew it was. Hey, this is true. David did kind of always end up going like, "Yeah, that's on me, Chief." Which, like, props to him. His reflection. Mm-hmm. There we go. And David stayed pretty clean after the whole Bathsheba incident. I think Ishbog was the end of 2 Samuel's and start of 1 Kings as evidence of his renewed conviction. Yeah. We dog on David because it's funny. But obviously, we do recognize that he was still, what is it, one of... Renai's gonna get me on this. One of 3 good kings of Israel? Question mark? Renai will probably correct me on that if I'm wrong. Couple more than 3, but you're not far off. 5? the 5 good kings of Israel? I feel like that's about right. Was Solomon considered a good king? Probably, for at least a little bit. Thanks, Cheese. I always appreciate your vote of confidence. Whenever I feel like, Adam and Eve were there waiting to say everyone to enter from the bottom of our hearts. Are you not counting the kings of Judea? That's a good point. How many if we count both of the kingdoms? Solomon, God, give me wisdom. God, so you can rule your kingdom justly, right? Solomon, yes. Solomon immediately turns it around and becomes the most I'm gonna say this, rizful king of Israel. So the most repeated line in First and Second Kings, and blank did what was evil in the sight of the Lord. I think that because if I remember correctly, there is an actual I want to say officially recognized list of, but there's a collection of kings that are generally regarded as the good kings of Israel, and it's a fairly small list. This thing in the north, what was good in the sight of the Lord? Was there one? I feel like there's one that that is dancing around in my brain, but I can't think of his name. And bro, Bible study. So who would want to be in the Bible, bro? Solomon for wisdom. Everyone else about so we know what you kind of man you are. Ahab? No. Got Hezekiah, Asa, Jehoshaphat, and Josiah, and a couple more things. That sounds about right, but I feel like my dad's judging me from the other room. He was my youth pastor, so that's really funny when your dad is also your youth pastor. So every single time you say something that is theologically incorrect, he can just be like, "I taught you better." I wonder if I could ever get a stream with Papa Firestar. Would you guys want that? Found God truly and repented because God forgave him, but I don't. But I don't. But that is a debate that happens. Yep, okay, so it's Asa, Jehoshaphat, Joel, Amasa, Uzziah, Jotham, Hezekiah, and Josiah. All of which are Judean. I just think God took mercy on him to have the destruction happen in his time. Father Fire stream sounds amazing. Josiah. He'd be funny. Let's see, how many people here have bet him? Grin has heard him. Renai has met him in person. No, Cheese, I do not want to crush you, Marshmallow. Because I, for one, actually have a sense of taste. That's just name. Starts sweating. Oh. I need a appropriately cringy avatar for him to use with wolf ears and everything. If we do a Father Firestar stream, just so he can look at me in disgust. Yeah, that's a classic joke. I saw that one coming a mile away. I'm holding this applause. One button now launches all of my stream programs. Very cool. Anyone wondering, this is my stand-in 3D human model who helps me keep scale consistent. Colloquially, thanks to Renai, he's known as 5'6", but today he's actually canonically 5'8". Don't mind his little skewed proportions right now. But yeah, everyone, this is 5'6", who is right now canonically 5'10". Which, just to show you how absolutely mammoth this this rifle is. I think last time I measured this thing is actually go to, where is it? Yeah, this thing is 6'6". Dang, Gren. Dead on. Oh, gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. Why are you like this, brother? Uh... Yeah, so I was pretty accurate in a... And then from the very tip to... Okay, so he is actually 6'5". The gun is 6.5 meters long. Which means my initial write-up for it was actually pretty dead on that approximate size. Oh yeah, Grin. By the way, this thing is all mechanically thought out, including properly scaled rounds that do fit into the primary firing chamber, and that this does all mechanically work. So this actually is scaled properly to fit and slot into the bolts release. So yeah. I did a little tism on this. High 5.6. I literally was at odd stream the other day talking to Frog about this. It's literally just like my brain isn't satisfied if I don't get it right. Mm-hmm. Does a railgun even need head spacing? You wouldn't have any gas pressure. No, it wouldn't need head spacing. Not at least in the traditional sense, but you still need to make room in the barrel for all of the air being pushed out. And you could possibly use that for like a potential buffer recoil system, which was what kind of was imagined on this. You would have to deal actually though with the rapid expansion of ionized ozone and plasma. Because like when you're dealing with such high mass, like a because so I did the rough calculations for this. This thing shoots roughly at around 4,500 miles per hour, which is around Mach 5.25 at sea level. Which shooting a 20 millimeter. Let me pull up my calculations that I did. Uh. So, let's see. Come on. So, if we take, what's the average mass of around, what's the... These are very rough calculations, mind you. So, if we take 260 grams... We'll buff it up. We'll say it's like a tungsten penetrator. So we'll go to 280 grams, traveling at a velocity of 5,000 meters miles an hour. So you're hitting your object at around you're hitting your object with around 700,000 joules of energy. You got to imagine 7,000 joules of energy flying through the air. Even if you subtract mass from that and energy, you're still sitting in the ballpark of, let's see, 400,000 joules of energy, right? Being discharged out of the gun, accounting for, losses in like heat and everything. That is a massive amount of friction being built up by the projectile traveling through the air, which causes the probably ionization and resulting production of plasma and ozone surrounding the projectile as it's flying downrange. Assuming, how fast would that travel time be? So that'd probably be like at a mile. That's about 0.9. Yeah. So if you doesn't, you'd have to design it and very specific. But basically, yeah. So your travel time to about a mile is about 0.9 seconds. Not 1 second, 0.9 of 1 second, a mile out. Assuming a flat trajectory and everything, you're hitting it. We'll say roughly around 500,000 joules of energy. You've got plasma being generated around the round flying. It might be going so fast that it probably doesn't have time to disintegrate enough before it like hits a target. If it's close enough range, that might actually be a concern with this. How far the projectile travels before it completely disintegrates. I mean, if you use a dense enough and heat-resistant enough metal like tungsten, you could still get away with quite a bit, probably. But yeah, so you'd have to worry about like the gases being built up in the tube as the round is traveling down, especially towards the end when it starts to reach those hypersonic velocities, which would be right around here. You also got to remember this is an exponential curve, so like right here it's not going fast at all, but you go down here and you're looking at a difference of a few hundred miles per hour, and you go down here and you're looking at a difference of a couple thousand miles per hour, right? So gas might build up here, which means you might need a gas evacuation system, and that's where all these coolant lines too come into play that you can see on the inside of the barrel. Or lack thereof. There's supposed to be coolant lines running around along there. I don't know where they went. Gone. But yeah, that's why there's coolant is a big issue with this too. Of course, I imagine with the usage of aetheryte, which is my magic metal thing that allows all of this crazy material science to be possible. Why on earth would the barrel need to be... just as we're talking about that. Aetheryte, or a subsidiary material based off the science that produced aetheryte, which is my magic, like, mithril style metal. It's so I won't go too much into the lore, but it's basically a super effective thermoelectric compound where it basically can take heat energy and directly convert it over into electrical energy. Bye, cheese. Take care. Which allows things like, mechs and everything to exist, but it also allows the advanced material science that eventually develops into, the very first railguns. And even then, the reason they use railguns is not because the railguns are super cost effective. They're fairly cost effective, but they're not super cost effective. But the foes that they're facing, which are called Abes, are so much of a threat that the cost actually justifies the threat justifies the cost of these, basically. But yeah, I have a short story in the works that revolves around one of these being used to absolutely obliterate a target that is approximately a mile away. Interestingly enough, I'm trying a new set, like basically a witness, trying to write it from like a witness's perspective of the event. I think that would be kind of fun. Side 7 announcements. If you guys can't tell, I get really like deep into world building. All right, Renai, you take care. Actually, that is a good reminder. What time is it? It is 4:50. Let's see. We'll do one last thing. Are you gonna design a reinforced bipod or stabilizing system? This is a super soldier situation. Yeah, that's what this is. I mean, that's a bipod mount right there. The soldiers do also have exoskeleton systems. The powered exoskeletons allow them to do a lot of things that would previously be kind of like that shouldn't be possible. I've thought about this. Quite a bit, actually. The barrel is actually supposed to be able to recoil into this block right here. Probably, maybe even all the way back there. All right. Let us. I really want to keep streaming, actually. I really want to keep designing this, but I also know I need to get to sleep soon. Otherwise, ooh, it's going to be bad tomorrow. Like, really bad. Oh, hey, look at that. No. Well, we're gonna go say hi to one of the another Knights Christus who is currently playing some Star Citizen. And if you want to help contribute to the Knights Christus Battlecruiser Fund, please do send some money either his or my way. I'm joking, by the way. At least on my part. If you go donate some money too. So. Alright, starting raid. That is your prerogative, Mr. Failure. Alright, thank you everyone for joining. Love you all. God bless. Please do take care. You are all very much loved and very much wanted.